So, lads, Caitlyn Clark is talking about a potential return to basketball, and this is something that I missed earlier. I actually missed it earlier. Like again, I've been all over the place, and we're going to be talking about this right now. And I think that this is a really important one because the World Cup is on. The World Cup is on, and if you guys don't know, the Basketball World Cup is on during February, which is really weird. If you guys don't know, the Women's Basketball World Cup, sorry, not on February, on in September, but it's on during the season. It starts on the 4th of September. So I'm gonna be there. Like if Caitlyn's playing, I'm gonna be there. It's in Germany. I'm at a wedding in Portugal right beforehand. I'm at a wedding on the 5th in Portugal. And then I think there's a day 2 on the 6th. So from the 7th of September until the final, because USA are going to the final, I'll be there and I'll be at every single I'll probably be at every single one of Team USA games. You're going to be seeing live watch party streams with my phone. I'm going to be streaming off my phone and having a little microphone in there. But yeah, it's an interesting one because this is clearly during the season, 4th to the 13th of September. That's during the season, so I don't know what way they're going to do it. But last World Cup, the World Cup was on at the end of September, but the season finished in 2022. Like, if you guys didn't see it, the 2022 Women's World Cup, it started on the 22nd of December. I think the WNBA season finished on like the 17th when the Aces beat the Sun in the final. Sun, I think, with John Quell. But yeah, Caitlyn says here, she reflects on 2025 season. My goal is the end of October to be back in there trying to get back to playing 5v5. The Fever said Clark's long-term health is priority. But it says here she wants to play for Team USA. So, if I'm not mistaken, the USA are playing in the qualifying tournament. The USA are playing in the qualifying tournament right here. So, obviously, this is the tournament right here. Tickets launched for the Basketball World Cup. I kind of need to get tickets. Look, it's not going to be that hard to get them in Germany. Like, it's not. Like, tickets for the Olympics were fine. They're a worst case scenario. Like, they're automatically in, but yeah, I need to register for tickets. I'm probably going to go see Awafam play next week, play in 2 weeks, actually. Awafam versus Malonga. That'll be a fun one. But obviously, look, the draw is what it is. The like we got some teams doing what they're doing, but the qualifying process, the Team USA, because they're in it anyway because they won America Cup. But like, they still have to go and qualify, and they play games in March. So the World Cup qualifying tournaments, I'm trying to see what the tournaments are in. So obviously, look, they're in because they won America Cup. The pre-qualifying tournament, I think they're still playing in one of them, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so they're not. They're just doing a camp. Someone, did somewhere say that they weren't in the qualifying tournament? I read somewhere that they were playing in the qualifying tournament anyway. But obviously they're in because they won America Cup. Was the last World Cup? Or was it the Olympics they had to qualify for because Brazil won America Cup? I don't know. But she is going to be playing, though, in March 5v5 at their camp, which is a good thing because she's obviously going to make the team. Imagine if they don't pick Caitlyn Clark for the World Cup team. Like, there probably is going to be, for people being like, oh, there's going to be camps. There's going to be camps pre-Christmas, by the way. They're going to have a pre-Christmas camp. They're going to 100% have a camp in March as well. And I think she probably plays in both of them. So that's probably it when we're talking about Caitlyn Clark, when her return is going to be this season. So I don't think she's going to play. She's not going to be in Unrivaled, obviously. And I think Team USA are going to have some form of camp before that, because every single player that's going to be at Team USA camp outside of probably Kayla McBride isn't playing overseas. Like, and they can always have small camps, just like they do for the 3x3, during international weekend. So if you guys don't know, there are breaks in the European season. There's breaks in the Chinese basketball season for what are international qualifying periods. So obviously they're not qualifying for the World Cup, but like they could be qualifying for the 2027 Eurobasket, or like every single league has break periods. I think the first international break, if I'm not mistaken, I need to double check because I need to check my own team's fixtures for when because we have a week off for international break. Because obviously if we have a week off, I think there's like 2 players in our league that are on the men's national team. And there's a few, to be fair, there's a few players in our league that play on other national teams. So we need to have a week off for that. I think it's the end of November. If I'm not mistaken, the first international break is the end of November. So they probably have some form of a mini camp, some form of a get together and play. Because that is what they tend to do. That's what these teams tend to do. It's what international teams tend to do. It's what USA do with the 3x3. It's what a lot of teams do. And it realistically means that we're going to see Caitlyn back something in March. I would be shocked if USA don't play some sort of a friendly during that period. Like, I think there might be enough money in it that in March, during that international break, with their training camp, maybe they do play a friendly game. Maybe they go and play. I'm trying to think of a team that's already qualified that will play them. They might go and play a team like that and go and beat them by 50. Because I don't think they play Belgium. I think the chemistry is just too high for Belgium. I don't think there's enough of a gain to just go and possibly lose a game. Someone that's not playing that qualifying tournament. But yeah, it's at least it's a positive. Look, for me anyway, I think this is a big positive, and I don't think that people realize that like Caitlyn's obviously not going to be playing overseas. But I think this is probably the best possible outcome. That Caitlyn is going to be playing. She's going to be playing in some competitive 5v5 games. Because, by the way, people don't understand that these training camps for USA are super competitive. Like, everybody wants to make these teams. This is the pinnacle of the career for a lot of these players. So, I think a lot of players go and give as much for these training camps as they would if it was a real game. So Caitlyn is going to have to compete. Like, there are going to be players that are going at that training camp that are going to want to kill Caitlyn Clark. And I don't mean anything that in a non-basketball sense. Like, there are players that are going to be out gunning for her, absolutely gunning for her, that are going to be doing everything they can to beat her. Because, let's be real, Caitlyn's going to make the team. She's that good. But just a hypothetical situation, you think a Jordan Canada's not going to full court press her? If Jordan Canada's on that Team USA kind of squad, you think Chelsea Gray is not going to try go out for her, even though I don't think there's a comparison there? Do you think Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum, Sabrina Ionescu aren't going to be going hard at Caitlyn Clark? They obviously are. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is the video. I'll see you guys.